a very exciting announcement, a very exciting competition by a partner who came in at the very first IBW in 2013 to support the IBW dream, to bring together a motorcycling community, to build a festival that would bring all of you under one roof and experience some of the most exciting motorcycling memories. These are the guys from Harley-Davidson who were the initial people who came up and supported the IBW dream. So I'd like to introduce on stage Mr. Ravi Avalu, Head Harley-Davidson Business Unit, Hero MotorCo, to join me on stage. Ravi, you're bringing on some serious legacy. At the first 2013 India Bike Week, it was Harley-Davidson that supported this dream, and now again you're back with a very serious, cool-looking machine, the 440. A lot of exciting things happening around with that bike. Do you want to tell these people what they're going to be expecting with the 440 at IBW?
Well, it's a very special year for us because it's our 10th year at the festival. Harley-Davidson were the founder partner of the IBW. And it's also the 120th anniversary of Harley-Davidson. The X440, ever since we launched it, has been a tremendous success. We've got 25,000 bookings. We're selling thousands every month. But there's still that need for individualization, for customization. We've got two things for you today. One is a customization contest, and the other is a biker build-off contest. So we bring both on for you to see. And what you'll see authenticity and builders expressing their own personality, their own skills, their own craftsmanship in unique handcrafted motorcycles. So bring the bikes on.
But before that, Ravi, you have some serious pedigree when it comes to motorcycling. Your grandmother is a motorcyclist. You know, he's got a grandmother who's almost like in her late 80s. Who used to ride a motorcycle? I'm way 20 years old. 104. She used to ride motorcycles way back when it was like frowned upon to see a lady on two wheels. But this is the man behind Harley-Davidson bringing you these fantastic experiences. Ravi, always good to see you. Always look nice to see that smile on stage. And now calling on the ex-Custom Kings who are going to ride up with their machines. Naveen from TNT Motorcycles on his Custom 440. So basically what Harley-Davidson did was they got in touch with a few custom bike builders and gave them a motorcycle and said, कुछ अच्छा करके दिखाओ, कुछ मजेदार बना के दिखाओ, ताकि सबकी आंखें निकल जाए, ऐसी कोई बाइक बनाओ. And how does it feel to be here on IBW with the 440, which is a very exciting bike because it offers a lot of interesting things that you can do when it comes to customization.
Yeah, it's a beautiful motorcycle. The first thing is from Harley-Davidson. Really exciting and doesn't like power at all. Had a beautiful fuel tank, and the idea was to make a cabarettes of how an OEM and Harley-Davidson would make it. So, in old school way as per DNT's ideology, a lot of carbon fiber on the motorcycle is authentic carbon fiber. The rear tail scoop, the front fender, the headlight pack, and a lot of aluminium subframe, aluminium basic plate, a complete custom thing now with a monocoque on it now, and 15 inches tires for that one to ride.
Wow, you know, first off, when I just look at the motorcycle, the first thing I think, the color scheme is amazing and the finish looking absolutely delectable. Give us a squeeze, let's hear this machine. This one is a machine that we're going to be judging. Well, there you have Naveen from TNT Motorcycles on his special custom ex-custom motorcycle, a 440 completely transformed. This is a bike you're going to be hearing and seeing a lot of. And next up is Sahil from Bombay Customs with his version of a 440. This ex-custom competition, this custom competition is very exciting. It's the same motorcycle, and look at the kind of versions and takes one can kind of come up with. That looks completely different. This looks completely different. This looks like a very peppy, fun motorcycle to get out there and do some fun things with.
Absolutely. It's a light motorcycle that has a lot of colors to it.
It's a different take on what the actual bike looks like. Very interesting to sort of work on the frame that we had on the X440. And it was really good. You know, I've seen the original, I'm seeing this, and I'm like, wow, this bike is like an open canvas. You can do fun, interesting things, and it's like a great motorcycle, very peppy, a lot of fun to ride. You're going to experience a lot of the Harley-Davidson magic at their store. Head out to their store, check that out. Why don't you give it a squeeze and let's hear this engine, because everybody is very keen on knowing what this sounds like when squeezed. Remember what I said. And a lot of people salivating, looking at these motorcycles. Well, these are up for grabs. Who knows who's going to pocket them? We'll find out. But now, moving on, this is a gentleman friend and my favorite motorcyclist, Vijay Singh from Rajputana Customs. He's on the Harley-Davidson X440, looking absolutely stunning. This looks like a lot of fun on the flat track or any kind of adventure motorcycle. Like, tell me, Vijay, how long did it take you to come up with the theme, the idea? You've actually really taken a lot, you've shaved most of the bike off.
We've shared a lot of weight on the motorcycle. So it's got an aluminium swing arm, it's got an aluminium subframe, even the bodywork is aluminium. It has a plastic gas tank and an aluminium front mud guard as well as a race plate. We must have lost about 25 kgs on this bike. We've gained a lot in power to the weight ratio. We've lifted the block, I mean, I go on. So we've lifted the engine block to about 12.5 inches now. It's got not bad ground clearance. We can crawl over off-road terrain. And we've still tried to keep somewhat of the stock lines in place, which is the front neck, which is the geometry in the front and the basic down tubes. Other than that, most of the frame is changed. We've got a TTX in the rear, a Showa suspension in the front. It's got Brembo calipers back and forth. It's got a DID race chain, aluminium sprocket, you name it. It took us a month to build. The boys worked really, really hard. You know, at the end of this whole thing, I come here, मैं सबको बताता हूँ कि क्या हो रहा है, और दुकान में भी मैं खड़ा रहता हूँ, लड़के लोग काम कर रहे होते हैं. So hats off to the boys at it.
All right, Rajputana Customs, constantly building beautiful machines, and this take of theirs of the Harley-Davidson X440, absolutely stunning, and looks like a lot of fun to ride. You seem to be smiling. So, what have you done with this motorcycle? Have you taken it on any trail?
We barely got it done in time, so I think now this is the best avenue to actually test it out, take it out of the beach, or try and climb a hill with it. So as soon as we're done with all the pictures, we're going to get it nice and ready.
All right, looking forward to more riding magic. Thanks, Vijay. And we'd like you to start up this engine and give it a squeeze. And if you can hear the engine before you ride off. And finally, I'd like to call on a gentleman who's very, very, very eclectic and very interesting. And he's a friend of IBW, been coming here for years. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Bobby Singh from Old Heavy Motorcycles & Co. He's always introducing versions of the sidecar we've never seen before. This is a really cool take on one of the baddest cowboys in the Wild West. Billy the Kid, there he is. Oh yeah, बातें भी करेंगे यार, एक ही come on. Before, this is really cool. You've been doing some fantastic mods and customizations, especially around like bringing the old world charm back into current times. What gave you this inspiration and idea to do something like this with the 440?
See, this Harley is small but menacing, and I personally feel Harley has always been an outlaw bike. It's been celebrated all throughout India. My first Harley that I rode with a Pathan in Old Delhi was a big outlaw kind of Afghan man. So Billy the Kid,
Wild West boy.
it just fits in well like that. They stole my revolver. There was a revolver here.
You're not allowed to carry firearms at IBW, so that's just the reason. But Bobby, how long did it take you to put this bike together? Love the kind of sidecar that you built for this one. Does it change anything? Does it make it tough to maneuver? Because riding a sidecar motorcycle is a skill.
They say you ride a motorcycle and you drive a sidecar. So of course it's different than a motorcycle. But to me it's like a second nature now. I mean, I've been sidecars for Sholay and Ye Dosti, and it just imbibes a lot of pure fun.
Amazing. Bobby Singh and Ye Dosti is bike ke saath nahi chhodenge. Okay, who's this gentleman?
Shahid is the man. I'll speak for me. Shahid, I want to introduce Shahid here. He's the man I've known since he was a child, and he's been building these motorcycles with his hands. It's purely. I'll take a second. Is that okay? So he's the guy when this thing came that let's build this Harley. I asked him in my nano while driving to Faridabad, kar lega? Kehta kar lenge, le aao. And we worked hard on it. It takes time to do hand-built motorcycle.
शायद भाई ये बहुत ही खूबसूरत है, ये मोटरसाइकिल बहुतों को अच्छा लग रहा है। आपको कैसा लग रहा है यहाँ पे आके इन लोगों के साथ इस फेस्टिवल को एक्सपीरियंस करते हो? आपको कैसा लग रहा है?
भाई मेरे को ना बोला नहीं जाता माइक के आगे है।
There are a lot of people working behind the scenes at these workshops who do phenomenal handcrafted metal work, brilliant customizations, brilliant mechanical work, and this is the natija of that hard work. So big round of applause for these guys, and a big round of applause to Harley-Davidson and their brilliant initiative.